Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's video, we are here to talk about the new Deck of Fates events that has started here today, called the Adventure Deck of Fates. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about everything that you need to know for this 4-day event. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening in Raid Shadow Legends this week, so I'm really excited to talk about some of this stuff. But before we do, don't forget that if you haven't started playing Raid Shadow Legends yet, what are you waiting for? Because if you download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen or in the link in the description down below, you will get yourself a free Legendary Elemental and 2 free Epics, Rector Drath and Ugo. And that's not all, because there's another Legendary that you can get, the Legendary Tahanarak, if you type in the promo code Desert Queen within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. The first time that they've been giving away such an awesome legendary character, so don't miss out on that. So let's get started with some of the news here, right? We can go into the news article. I believe there is a post for this, the Adventure Deck of Fates. Now, we have seen Decks of Fates before. These events come, I don't know, maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks, this kind of thing. And they involve flipping cards, but how you get the points is what's going to matter. So this is going to run until Friday anyways, and so 4 days from now anyways. And you have to earn these Fates fossils. And you do that by upgrading champions and summoning souls from soul stones. So today we will be doing some of my soul stones and see whether or not we get anything good. And then we're going to be flipping some cards for that. And I think a lot of the rewards from this, I think, are going to be these new upgraded glyphs, right? Because since they, this has been the big thing here in Raid Shadow Legends now, unfortunately, I don't have an insane roster to be able to do much with, but you're going to be getting a lot more glyphs and forge materials from doing the hard mode fashion crypts. That's just not something, unfortunately, that I'm there much. So let's go take a look at the events. Let's go take a look at the Adventurer's deck. And so there's all the cards, right? We've seen some of these before. Costs 1,000 to flip a card. There's a total of 40, so that's a total of 40,000 points if you want to complete everything. Now you can see that there are a variety of different different rewards, but namely you can see like the different quality of the glyphs. You get the blue quality or the rare quality, and then the epic quality, which is like the base quality that we've normally been seeing in the game are green. So for those of you who are unfamiliar to the stuff, and why the colors changed and things, that's why. Then there's some face chests if you're lucky, right, in terms of the rarities there, and you can get some more glyphs here. So some of these are going to be really, really strong, but you want to make sure that you're only, especially these blue, purple, that you're only using these glyphs on literally your best characters on the best pieces of gear. That's some of the most important things that I could talk about here. How to earn Fates fossils. So you do get it for ranking up, you do it for leveling up. So now's actually a good time to level up your characters if you want to, right? Because you're going to get a significant amount of extra fossil points for this, and also through the soul stones. Now, I'm not going balls to the wall on this event, but it is going to be giving me an excuse to double dip by doing some of these things, because honestly, I've been waiting for a time to level up my characters. I have quite a few that I'm looking to upgrade, things like that, ranks, level ups, that kind of thing, and also use my soul stones. So I might be able to get some of that done over the next 4 days, and so I'm not looking to clear all this across the board. It's not a character event, so it's nothing super, super crazy. But you never know. There might be some stuff in here that might be of some value to you guys. Now, before we go any further, I do want to mention once again that this week is going to be, I think, pretty action-packed. I think we're expected the event dungeon, which they were talking about the pinpoint gear, the Chaos Awakes, is going to be coming later this week. I'm pretty sure of. There's been a lot of news about that. In fact, it's not in the actual news section. Oh, here, there was that video, right, that we watched earlier about the new mythical coming to the game as well. And then that's going to be the event dungeon boss that we're going to be fighting, which I'm pretty sure is going to be this week, like the first, either this week or it's going to be like early next week, but it's going to be pretty soon. There's a lot of cool new stuff coming around. Some new champions, right, that I haven't really got to see any of these. Uzol of the Jade and Prava the Slitherer. So I haven't really taken a look at those. But what we're going to be doing here for the start, we are going to just show you, right? I'm going to give you some examples of, just how you're going to get some points for that. I do need to actually upgrade my Cold Heart, so let's put her back there. And let's just put into 2 of my epics that I need to level up eventually. Anyways, get some extra points for that. So just to give you an example, of course, do some, some champion training, that kind of stuff. Use your best wave clearer. We've already talked about this in other videos from me. it is still Alice. Cleared that in 11 seconds, and you can see there I just got 74. Fates Fossils, which is actually a pretty good return, actually, in terms of my leveling up in the points. So to get 40,000, you might actually be able to do this a lot more from leveling up, because usually these Fates events actually give you points through getting gear from dungeons, and normally that is really slow. But you might actually be able to grind a lot of this out with just champion training, which would be really interesting, right? You know, obviously you're going to get more for higher level star rank levels and stuff like that, but that's actually not too bad worth of energy. So that's more than I expected, to be honest. So we're just going to do that for now. I am going to do some pulls for the Altar of Souls, which is in a boosted summon state. So we do get an increased chance of getting a 5 and a 6 star from a mortal soul stone, and then a 12% chance for a 6 star in an immortal. I do not have any right now though, but I am looking to get more characters. So my wish list, now I only have 34, right? I don't quite have enough. I might be able to like sell some stuff. Actually, I do need to sell. This is always the tough part, but I am going to sell these rare ones that I have really high up because I don't really need these. Now, some people were saying that I should save and sell these, you know, when I get to that part of the, I think there's a mission, right, for one of the characters, either the horse, Marius, or Romantu, I forget which one. But I do need to make some space, so we're just going to sell some of these right now because I'm not using any of these characters. So we're just going to go ahead and sell the rares off anyways, and there we go. We're going to get a little bit more, and that should give us enough space for the ones that we're going to be pulling today. As far as my wish list goes for this, I do love my tree, my Feral the Barkhorn. I do need some red stars for him, and then also for Yakarl the Scourge. I do want to make him into a little bit of a nuker, and I still need some more for Estrid. Even though she doesn't really need it, the defense would be helpful if I could get 3 red for her. So that's what my plan is for there for epics. I think I'm going to... you know what? Actually, we're going to switch this around. I need to get rid of Rector Drath, because I think I already do have a 3-4 Rector Drath. And then I'm going to put in one of my new Inquisitor Shamael, who I'm trying to build up for Hydra. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing for him. Oh, there's one more. White Dryad Nia. And I do need her just for... let's take out Stag Knight. I'm not really using him right now. White Dryad... It should be alphabetical, right? I think it's her. She's White Dryad Nia? I think that's her. And the rest of the rares, I don't really care. So let's get things started. Maybe we'll get some lucky. You know, if we're lucky, we will finally get a red star for my damn mythical Commodus Dark Smile. So let's see if we can get that here today. Let's put on the epic pull music, and let's get started with a 10x. Come on. Come on. We got a purple. We got Ursula. Okay. All right. None of these characters I really need. Oh. Oh. It's just a legendary. Okay, I thought maybe it was like a really high 5 or 6 red, but nope, we do not. So let's go for one more round here. I mean, it's a low odds, but still, better than nothing. Might as well, you know, do it during these times. 5 red Arndolf. I have this dude, but I don't think it's someone that I really need. A 5 red. Wow. Did get a Shamael, but it's 1 red. Guess that'll give me the blessing, but I could definitely use more than that. That 5 red is quite interesting, but I don't really use him. I don't think he's a super amazing character. So let's go one more time here. One more 10x. Let's see what we get here today. Get a purple. Kellen. Gracchus. I do have Gracchus. But no, these are not characters that I'm really actively use. I think I already have. Oh! Okay, so I do have already, I'm pretty sure, a 1 or 2 on Seeker, so that's a little bit unfortunate there. I don't think there's really any upgrades except for that 1 for Shamael, but that's very pitiful. I wish I had something a little bit better than that, and I don't think any of the other ones are characters that I'm really currently using. Like, I don't know if it's worth really doing that in terms of selling these ones. Like, what does that give me? 100? Get pretty close to an Eternal Soulstone, but we might be able to get... Oh. You know what? We might actually be able to get 1 Immortal Soulstone here today. So what else are we going to get? Don't need that guy. Oh, that was a 5 red. I might be able to sell that for Eternal Soulstone points. Oh, we got a Legendary. Oh, it's only a 1, though, for Feral. Damn. Oh, we have a couple more, actually. Feral. Man. Feral. Such a great character, by the way. My first 5.0 on the Hell Hades chart. Unfortunately, another rare there. But We do have 1 Immortal Soulstone, which is not a lot, but hey, you never know. We might get something decent here today, and then we can open up some of those cards and see if we get anything decent. We got a purple. Ooh, Urtakata. I do have her, but I don't think that's super amazing, unfortunately. So what did all of that get us? Well, we got a 1 red hero. At least I can give him a blessing. And a little bit of stats. But none of the other characters am I really actively using, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's go on over to the events, to the Deck of Fates. That gave us 4 cards only, but I think I'm going to be grinding more out for the champion training part of it, because I do need to upgrade some of my characters anyway. So let's flip up some of these. We did get a haste, a 6-star haste glyph. It's not bad. Some superior oil. Yeah, unfortunately, we get this rarity pinning stuff, so that's kind of annoying. We did get a void shard. That's not too bad. I didn't even know the shards were in there. Must have just glossed over that. This is a legendary book and a primal shard in here, maybe, for lucky. And we got some chaos powder. We got a chest. What did we get in the chest? We got, ooh, a purple epic haste glyph. So that's not bad, but I am going to, of course, wait and never use that because I probably won't have the right gear to put in that. Although I am a little bit curious. Oh, let's turn off the epic pull music. I always forget to put that off. How much speed can you actually get from one of these things? I'm not going to click it, but 5 to 10. That's pretty crazy. Because before it's like 3 to 8 for a 6-star. And it's 5 to 10. That's a lot of speed. And imagine just planting a 10 on like a really amazing piece. I feel like I'm going to be sitting on this and then never actually use it. Unless I have like some really good mythical gear. I feel like I'm never going to use some of these top end glyphs. But maybe one day I will. So that's going to be the end of this video, everyone. But before we do go, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid Shadow Legends, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen or in the link in the description down below to get yourself a free Legendary, a Literal, and 2 free epics, Tagore and Ugo. Also, don't forget to use the promo code Desert Queen because you're going to get yourself a free Legendary to Hanorach, one of the best promo legendaries that Raid Shadow Legends is offering. So now is an amazing time to start playing the game. So that's going to be it for now. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this Deck of Fates events. We're going to have lots more Raid Shadow Legends videos here on the channel because there's tons of stuff going on this week. I'll see you guys in the next video.
And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.